Quick fire into the World Cup. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup?
Who I think will win the World Cup? Brazil.
I think Argentina. Who's going to win the Golden Boot?
Golden Boots.
And I'm wearing a Brazil jersey. I love Brazil.
Right.
But Messi.
Golden Boot. I think Messi. I think Messi will win Golden Boot. I think Messi will get to the finals. And I think he'll get the Golden Boot.
I think the Golden Boot is going to be Kylian Mbappe. Who do you think is going to be the best player at the tournament?
Best player at the tournament. That would be very. I don't. I'm sorry. I can't give you an answer.
I think best player at the tournament is going to be Lionel Messi. So I think Argentina win. Messi best player at the tournament. Who do you think your dark horse? So say your own now. Let me disagree with this.
I don't think Messi will be the best player.
So who do you think is going to be the best player at the tournament then?
There's so many players.
Pick one. Who do you like the most? Who's in the most form?
We'll see a very, very good tournament from Rafinha. I'm so sure that guy will ball.
Man, every time I see anything Super Eagles related, I don't like it. I'm disappointed. Like, I don't want to see a new jersey. You guys should play friendlies. You guys should gather the squad. Like, just chill and be dealing with your other issues. Stay out of my eyesight.
So the only thing that makes us proud about Super Eagles is jersey announcements. Besides that,
I'm tired of the jerseys. Stop giving us fine jerseys. Wear ugly jersey and ball.
Bro, those jerseys are actually sick.
Keep your jerseys, bro.
I really like
They should also wear kaftan and ball World Cup. Would you accept it?
If you wear kaftan, it will be mad, though.
It's mad. Wear anything, just ball World Cup, bro.
Right.
So yeah, the Super Eagles, not so Super Eagles, as in the Eagles. I'm calling them the Eagles too. They make a major tournament to perform. The Eagles played against Portugal yesterday. Held a nice 4-piece. I actually didn't watch the game, but Tele did.
Yeah, it was a very interesting game. It took some time for, both teams first started to feel each other out at the early stages of the game, blah, 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 but man, the quality was, like this. Number 9 in the world, number 32 in the world. The golfing quality was on display. And a very, very damning result for Jose Peseiro, the coach of the Super Eagles. Yeah. He has managed 5 games for Nigeria, all friendlies, and he has lost all 5.
That's sacking form now.
That's a sacking form.
He's going to get sacked.
If he's not sacked after that game, I mean, the game was yesterday, by, let's say, the end of today, if he's not sacked, then I don't think if he...
Wow, already 5 days, 5 friendlies?
Honestly, because it's not just about the losses, it's about the manner in which those losses are coming. We played against Costa Rica a couple days ago. We went with a relatively, we can say like the Nigeria-based side.
Yeah.
But there seemed to be no cohesion still. There was no, there was no spark. We played against Portugal. You could see individual talent in many of the players. And like I said, I don't know who I was saying it to. This would have actually been a very good World Cup to see many Nigerians play.
Oh, for sure.
Because we have so many Nigerians playing at the top of their game. Chukwueze, Moses Simon, Terem Murphy, that's the 3rd highest goal scorer behind
Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, Iwobi, they're all balling out.
Ballers, pure ballers. But we're not going to the World Cup, and that's all well and good. But we do need to change.
Even if we're not going to the World Cup, then this should be a rebuilding period. We want to see the pieces coming into play. That okay, the next AFCON we're going to be taking more seriously, and then we should start seeing the pieces play. Know that we will play the next World Cup for sure.
Definitely.
If we're not seeing that, then the manager has to go.
Definitely, I think he has
clock
to go.
Is ticking.
The entire coaching setup has to go. And interestingly, one of the coaches was out there trying to ask for. Whose jersey was he asking for? But Moses Simon was asking for Pepe's jersey, and he was actually trying to guilt trip Pepe and Moses Simon. He said it's for my son now. Give me. But Pepe already said, "Oh no, don't worry, I'm giving it to Moses Simon." He was like, "It's for my son." He said, "No."
I'm crying.
So
if you did that for Pepe, what would you have done in Ronaldo ball now? Bro. Would have slapped Moses Simon, dropped him for the squad. I've taken this jersey, bro. But yeah, so that was for Super Eagles was I guess just a preparatory match. But for Portugal, it was actually a warm-up for the World Cup, a friendly before the World Cup, and a chance to see players that are playing the World Cup play. And how did they look?
Yeah,
Bruno Fernandes scored.
They looked ready. And interestingly, the media in Portugal were skeptical about the game. They thought, why are you playing such a big side a few days before the World Cup?
Yeah. I wondered about these friendlies, to be honest.
It posed a lot of threats for the Portugal side. With injuries and with players exerting themselves a bit.
And in AFCON ball, they will injure you. And these AFCON guys, they're not going to World Cup. They will hack you.
That was actually the fear for many of the many of the Portuguese media outlets. But Nigeria did not really come to the park. The Super Eagles did not really come to the park. They did not make it too much of a struggle for Portugal. So it was basically
just a nice little warm-up for them,
for Portugal. They played the way they normally play. They were they possessed the ball very well, and there were very good transitions between them. Bruno Fernandes bagged in 2 goals. Bernardo Silva had a good outing. Their defense is somewhere that they might need to. You might need to look at.
I'm always worried about Pepe still playing at the Thai level now.
Now this
Mbappe sees Pepe.
This is the thing. They have a 19-year-old debutant playing, and he looked very good against Nigeria. Yes, at CB.
Interesting. But at the World Cup, surely it's Pepe and Ruben Diaz.
It might be that boy actually.
And Ruben Diaz.
Pepe played the second half, but that boy, I don't remember his name right now, but he did have a very, very good
Fair
game.
enough, impressive.
One big thing that happened in that game actually was that we had a couple of number 9s on the pitch, and we had a penalty when the score was 2-0. And Emmanuel Dennis came up. We had Paulo Nacho, I think, on the pitch. And Emmanuel Dennis came and said he wanted to take the penalty. Everybody tried to tell him, tried to get the ball off of him, but he said no, he was going to play it. And
Dennis is a bad boy. We've seen some of those trees before.
He played and he lost it.
He has that type of fire in him. But yeah, still on the World Cup, we're going to do a quick fire round on our predictions for the World Cup. The World Cup starts on Sunday with Qatar versus Ecuador. So not really the most exciting match, it's the only match of the day. But what we will see is an opening ceremony, and the opening ceremony is always something. Let's see what Qatar put up, because for them, this is like the big occasion. Everybody's watching Qatar. Most eyes will probably be on this game. So it will be interesting to see their culture in and around football and see how the fans and the media takes it. But yeah, quick fire into the World Cup. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup?
Who I think will win the World Cup? Brazil.
I think Argentina. Who's going to win the Golden Boot?
Golden Boots.
And I'm wearing a Brazil jersey. I love Brazil,
right.
But Messi.
Golden Boot. I think Messi will win Golden Boot. I think Messi will get to the finals, and I think he'll get the Golden Boot.
I think the Golden Boot is going to be Kylian Mbappe. Who do you think is going to be the best player at the tournament?
Best player at the tournament? That would be very. I'm sorry, I can't give you an answer.
I think best player at the tournament is going to be Lionel Messi. So I think Argentina win, Messi best player at the tournament. Who do you think your dark horse? So say your own now. Let me disagree with this.
I don't think Messi will be the best player.
So who do you think is going to be the best player at the tournament then?
There's so many players.
Pick one. Who do you like the most? Who's in the most form?
We'll see a very, very good tournament from Rafinha. I'm so sure that guy will ball.
Rafinha, interesting. And you think they're going to be the winners? So Rafinha, best player, and who's your dark horse for the tournament?
Dark horse for the tournament. So Japan have not had a good run at the World Cup ever, but I think it just feels different for them this time around. I feel, in a very funny way, I feel they will go far in this year's World Cup.
Fair enough. My dark horse is Uruguay. I think Darwin Núñez is hit for perfect time. I think Luis Suarez is just an animal. And I think in Fede Valverde, they have arguably the best midfielder in the world. They have Bentancur as well. So Uruguay, they have a low-key good team, and they're rugged and workers. And we've seen them at World Cups before. They won the first ever World Cup. They had the World Cup with Ghana. They went kind of far in that. They won after. So yeah, I think Uruguay could surprise people.
My only skepticism with that dark horse tag is that they are a top 10 side in world football. Top 10, top 15.
I think they've cracked the top 10 now. Fair enough.
15 or thereabouts. So it's dark horse, maybe not.
I still think they're dark horse, because I feel like if you're not in the top 10, I mean, how many teams are at the tournament? So like that's almost like the bottom half of teams at the tournament at this point. Like you're not one of the better teams here. So those are our quick fire predictions for the World Cup. Let us know in the comment section who you think is going to win the World Cup, who's going to be the Golden Boots, who's going to be the best player at the tournament, and who is your dark horse for this tournament.
And who will be the best keeper? Who do you think will be the best keeper?
The best keeper, I think we can. That kind of is said in our predictions for the teams that we. So up next, we are going to line up our XI of what we think is going to be the best XI when we come out of the tournament. So when they do the best XI at the World Cup, we think these players are going to be there. Let's see how close to right we get. Let's see how many we are. I guess we can check in after the World Cup to see what of our 10 we get. You guys let us know in the comment section your best 11s, and we can see how well you do as well. So in goal, we've got the Real Madrid goalkeeper. He just won the Yashin Keeper Award. Brilliant display in the Champions League final. Thibaut Courtois.
He's the best goalkeeper in the world.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, he's a very good goalkeeper. I feel like I like him, but I feel like his distribution is not up to the level of the Alissons, the Neuers, the Ederson, and those guys also have the saves as well. But his shot stopping, when Courtois is on form, I'm going to go Courtois for this tournament. At left back, you had to pick Nuno Mendes.
Yes, I picked Nuno Mendes. He's somebody who has done well for himself over the past couple of months for Portugal. He had a very good outing in Nations League, and even in the Euros too.
Very young player.
Very young
like
player.
19, no?
Yeah, thereabouts. And I saw him yesterday as well against Nigeria, and he continued in the same vein that I knew he could perform at. So yeah, definitely.
At centre back, I've got one of my ups, but now going into this tournament, it's going to be one of my favorite players, Lisandro Martinez. If Messi and Argentina are going to do it, players like Martinez, De Paul, all these, they're going to have to step up. Martinez may have to be Argentina's best player. He's going to have to lead them. What he's doing with Manchester United, we're going to need that fight for 7 games in the World Cup, and I hope he brings it.
Right.
And partnering him in CB, you've got the old great still going.
Yeah, Thiago Silva. I think Brazil will have a good tournament, and Thiago Silva, it just goes without saying.
He just doesn't slow down. He just looks the same over the last it's like 15 years now. He's just the same player. The injuries get in the way, but if he's fit for 7 games, he can be the best defender over 7 games. At right back, we've got PSG's right back, Hakimi, Morocco's right back. Probably their best player, their player with the highest profile, bags of pace. He creates stuff down the right, and they know he's their weapon, so they place a lot of emphasis on that side to get the best out of him. So I believe he's going to thrive.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry to cut you off there. A quick mention that I think Diogo Dalot will have a very good tournament this time around too. He has come up leaps and bounds from last season into this season, and he has played so well. And he seems undroppable. I think he played 90 minutes yesterday too.
That's not good.
Does not have a replacement.
Don't get injured.
He doesn't seem to have a replacement in the Portugal squad. So I think definitely Diogo Dalot might,
In midfield, we've got another African, Arsenal's engine in midfield, Thomas Partey, probably Ghana's best player. I think he's probably in my team of the season for the Premier League in midfield at the moment. He's involved in everything else now. Defensively, going forward, he keeps it ticking. I think if Ghana can have a good World Cup, leave the group, I think Partey will shine.
Yeah, I definitely think Partey.
And in midfield, we've got another young player, Jude Bellingham of Dortmund.
Yeah, Jude Bellingham, he's on all the top clubs' radar for a reason. He's a very, very good bowler. He understands the game. And yeah, I think he's a step ahead of both Tchouaméni and Camavinga. Even though they get a lot more media attention than him. But yeah, definitely Jude Bellingham, I think he'll have a good tournament.
Yeah, excited to see Bellingham.
If Gareth Southgate...
I was about to add that, as in with England, you would have to add that cover. So pairing him, we've got Fede Valverde. I think this season he's probably been the best midfielder in the world. Toni Kroos in Real Madrid said, yeah, this is the best midfielder in the world. And he's just such a good player. Like, you see him play on the wing and he plays so well there. He's so quick. He has bags of pace that you don't see in a midfielder. So he's just a handful for regular midfielders can't keep up with him. He's added goals to his game. For Uruguay, there's going to be more emphasis on him to score at Uruguay because he's not Real Madrid. Like, there's no Benzema, there's no Vinicius. So we're going to see him. I think this could be the best football he plays.
Yeah, definitely. The only issue might be how well will things tick along, as a team,
I think we'll click, man. Uruguay.
He can't be the standout player for them.
I think he should be. He's their best player. Coming to this tournament, he's Uruguay's best player. And yeah, I think he'll take on that responsibility like he's done for Real Madrid. Now up top, the exciting players. On the right wing, I guess obviously based on my picks, who I put in there. Lionel Messi, Argentina on unbelievable form. They just won the Copa America. They've won 35 matches in a row.
36 now.
36 matches in a row. Messi is on fire in the league. Like, he started badly at PSG, but this season he's just Lionel Messi again. He's happy enjoying his football. So and yeah, this is probably his last World Cup, and this is just the last final piece in the puzzle that, yeah, I don't know, maybe this is my heart, maybe this is what I really think is going to happen, but it's the last piece of the jigsaw.
Yeah, definitely a tournament that will go on to define the GOAT debate for once.
Depending on which way it goes.
Yeah, depending on which way it goes. if Argentina do well enough to go into the finals, and in a way just win it, Messi is going to be the
it's all said and done.
Argument,
as in
for forever.
Up top, we've got Karim Benzema.
I mean, it's Benzema, Benzo, he's aging like fine wine. Would have said Harry Kane, but my expectations for England in this World Cup are very, very low. I do expect France I expect Benzema, not necessarily France, to do very well because France do have a major problem with their midfield.
Yeah.
We're not sure how they'll play with Tchouaméni and Camavinga. We've seen how Tchouaméni and Camavinga play in Madrid, they don't really do, as well as you would expect. But yeah, Benzema, definitely one of those people that I think will
best player, the reigning best player in the world. He's been left out of the France squad for other issues before. Now he's finally back. So, and we came back in the Nations League. They won that. He's playing in this. Hopefully he's back. And then on the left wing, I guess the future best player in the world. Some would say is currently the best player in the world. Kylian Mbappe ripped up the last World Cup. Fresh out of the womb. Now he's older, more mature, he's quicker, he's bigger, he's stronger. Why not back in Mbappe?
He's going to have a very good tournament. Mbappe just does that. He stands out.
He rises to big occasions.
And but question marks over the next best player in the world. He's a player that has too much baggage. Mbappe.
Yeah, I mean, look at his idol Ronaldo now. See what that one is doing all over the place. But another player that we didn't mention, but I think it's probably going to have a good tournament, is Kevin De Bruyne. That's the best midfielder in the world. He creates chances for fun. He steps on the football pitch and it's just expected goals and expected assists.
And that's something I feel like we can't even talk about. Belgium and the fact that they sort of missed out on that golden generation.
Or have they? Because you get this thing with things where it seems like they've missed out and then just at the end when there's just a few players left. So like Argentina, it seemed like they'd missed out. Then Higuain had gone, Aguero had gone, players are aging, then they win Copa America. Or like how Ivory Coast, when they won the AFCON, Drogba had retired, Toure was kind of aging. So maybe this is what they need. De Bruyne is like the best one. If Hazard can roll back the years and young, agile players that have that dog in them, that might be what they need.
Yeah.
So that wraps up our World Cup 11. Like I said before, let's see your World Cup 11. And just before we wrap up, for the World Cup, we've got a fantasy World Cup that we're playing. This is by FIFA. It's similar to the Premier League fantasy. You build your team, you have a budget, and you compete with us to see who wins. The winner will get a prize, which we'll be announcing shortly. The link should pop up on your screen somewhere around here. If it's not there, it will be in the description below. So sign up, share with your friends, and let's get cracking. World Cup starts on Sunday, and more matches on Monday. See you on Monday.
Peace.